love is reciprocal. So if they're getting something from you value, their value proposition is great, you shouldn't be afraid of asking for a referral, even in that first consultation. The minute we threw in some money, a couple $100, and we got that first contract, we said there's something here. I tell them from the beginning, hey, listen, if you have a great attitude and you're positive and you're ready to work, we can help you. If your attitude's bad, if you're not ready to work, you want things easy, then this is not the place for you.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Golden Hour with Chad Goldwasser podcast. I am here today with an all-star, Jeremy Gomez, everybody. We are here live. Well, not live. We're recorded. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go.
This is a jam, man.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the show on. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
That's my jam. That's a jam. Year 2000, I think that was.
That's crazy. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
Absolutely. Am I the first guest?
You are the first guest on the Golden Hour podcast, everyone. Jeremy Gomez.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited. I was here, I guess it was about 4 weeks ago. I came to St. Petersburg, and I was told about a company called LPT Realty, owned by a gentleman named Robert Palmer. And the woman that was telling me about it, I had just signed a deal to go with a different company. And unfortunately, that company just didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. Literally made a decision, and I contacted a friend of mine who was working for a company called LPT Realty. She said, you got to meet Robert. You got to see this company. It's amazing. They're doing their first conference in St. Petersburg, and they're doing it next week. Do you want to come? And I said, yes. And then the next day, I watched Jeremy and Gia and the G World team, 130-person organization, move their company over to LPT, and I watched them on stage, and I had been in a bit of a lull in my life, and I was inspired by Jeremy Gomez and by Gia and by their team, and it was inspiring to me. You inspired me.
That's awesome.
And I went up to the stage afterwards, and I introduced myself to him because I wanted to get to know you. Mm-hmm. And that day, then I said, well, we should hang out sometime. And I got his number, like I try to do with most people that I meet. And that inspired me. And he sent me his number, and I immediately was like texting him like I do with people. Sometimes it scares them. He wasn't scared. And I went to the little sushi restaurant down the way, and who was there? Gia and Jeremy and Lele and their whole team. And so what a chance, not chance, what for me, a God moment where he put someone in my life that is literally changing the course of the direction of my life with our podcast. He owns a company called Pod Media.
Yes.
And when did you start Pod Media?
Pod Media, actually, I met Lily about a year ago, actually a little over a year ago, and she pitched me and Gia the idea of a podcast.
Yeah.
The little entrepreneur that she is.
Wow.
We said, sure, let's do it. And
everybody, Lele, give her a hand. Yeah, you can't see her right now, but she's beautiful and sweet.
And long story short, the power of just being present in the social media aspect of it, which, by the way, is not audio, it's also video. If you're watching or listening to this, there is a video to it, and there's just an audio version to it. That's a little different. Yeah, the video.
I love the video. It's awesome.
No, it's awesome, right? So you get to see, because a lot of podcasts are just audio. So that was kind of like the different twist that Lele brought to the table, and we just said we got to be part of this, and just said let's partner up, and You know, my wife Gia said, "Let's do this. Women-owned business." I just work there.
Yeah.
It just dragged me along.
Don't think I don't know that.
I just work
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen,
This is the bosses. Yeah, the
we know
bosses in
who's
the
in
back
charge.
seats. But you
Gia,
know,
everybody.
but long story short, you know, that was probably August last year. You know, here we are, and we've built a great family of podcasts.
Yeah, how many podcasts do you have now?
We're up to 8, I think, 7, 8.
Wow.
I think 7, 8, and a couple more coming in here soon. But we have seen the big shift in our business with it. It's been really, really empowering to see.
What do you think is the biggest shift in your business that you get? Because if you don't follow Jeremy Gomez or 200% Life on
Which, by the way,
Instagram, yeah,
yes,
200%.
You got everything there.
So tell them how they can follow you if they're watching this right now.
Yeah, just find me on Instagram, _Jeremy Gomez _ That's my personal page. Then you have the 200% Life, which is the podcast that Chad was in a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you can also follow Gia Gomez, G World, I don't know, JG Signature, team, everything.
If you are a man or a woman, but if you're a woman that wants to be inspired, this is an inspiring woman. She is strong. She is passionate. She's funny. She's goofy. And I love her. Sorry, Jeremy. I love her.
And she's Cuban.
Cuban. Oh, my God.
Feisty. At least we'll sleep with one eye
How
open.
did you guys meet?
We met at church.
Wow.
We met at church, yeah. Praise and worship team. I'm a musician at heart, and real musician, not just at heart.
And a Christian.
Christian, yes. So I was in the praise and worship team for many years. Guitar, lead singer. I was in a rock band too, actually. So that's what
Really?
we kind of connect a little bit because you love the music.
Wow.
I like the music. Yeah, guitar and.
This
and
is the
singing
first time I've heard of this.
I am full of
But
surprises.
here's the cool thing. You're going to get to watch, but this is my time to get to know my new friend because we really haven't had a lot of time to talk. We're both busy men, but I'm so glad to be here. hanging out with you.
Yeah. So good times. That's where we met, and this year we
When was
celebrated.
that?
That was in 2001.
Wow, 22 years.
Yep, and got married in 03. So this year we celebrate actually 20 years of marriage.
How do you do it?
Yes. How do we do it? Keep it interesting and adventurous.
He's a good man. That's awesome. So, any kids?
Yes, 2 kids. We have a 13, almost 14-year-old, and a 4, almost 5. But she thinks she's 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how, for our viewers out there, you know, you're leading an organization. You've got the pod media. What else? You've got the real estate team. You've got the brokerage. What else?
Brokerage, real estate team. We're doing everything in our power to empower. I think that's our biggest thing. You know, with the opportunity that LPT gave us, we've been able to now kind of, you know, the back end of things be taken care of by the corporate, so we can get up there and now actually continue mentoring, because we always mentored, and build a lot of agents to their goals and dreams and their 6-figure earners that they want to be. So that's our main goal.
How old are you?
I am 41 years old.
41, nice.
41 years old.
I got
41.
9 years on you. You look great.
Thank you.
At what age did you get into real estate?
I got into real estate in 2006, so I was 24.
24.
24.
And I was 23 when I got into real estate in 1997. So
10
you've
years
been
before us.
17
years now, yeah.
17 years
Yeah.
and 27 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 10 years apart.
Yeah.
10 years apart. Yeah.
Okay, so you're running the real estate team and you've got the pod media. What is the number one thing that you do for lead generation in your business? And let's talk about real estate right now, because a lot of these people that are watching are going to be real estate.
Yeah.
And they're wondering, how do you do what you do and build an organization and have 2 kids and manage your life and have a podcast? And what is the number one form of lead generation that you've utilized to grow?
Right now, it's been, you know, our 2 biggest ones are definitely number 1, social media for new clients. Social media in all forms of aspects, paid advertising, organic advertising.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Paid advertising on social media. Explain that to me, because I'm not a social media paid advertising person.
So we've been doing this since they started this. I think it was somewhere along the lines 2012, 2013, where it was
With Facebook?
With Facebook, yeah. And they started that platform, which for us was, we were dabbed into it and see, hey, is this going to work or not? The minute we threw in some money, a couple $100, and we got that first contract, we said there's something here. You know what I mean? We probably spent $200-300 and got a contract that was probably a GCI of maybe along the lines of $8,000-9,000. To say, okay, this is great. And so we continued, feeding, and obviously there was a lot of changes throughout the years. A lot of
What's the key with a Facebook lead?
A key with a Facebook lead is basically knowing that they're warm. As long as you put the hook or that attractive copy and attractive video or capture picture or carousel, they'll click on it, right? And they'll fill out their information. And so they're warm leads. So really the quickest one wins, right? Because they can go ahead and click 3 more clicks and find somebody else. So you gotta be as quick as you can be to make sure that they stay engaged with you.
If you are in real estate, if you're an agent, I can't express more how important it is to answer your phone, to follow up with leads, if someone raises their hand, be the first to capture them, because so many people have, these internet leads and stuff, and hour goes by.
Yeah.
A minute goes by.
Minute.
Pick up your phone and call these people. That is the key. And then when you call them, engage, have a personality, have some energy. Okay, second form, what's your other biggest form of lead gen for your business in real estate?
Referrals.
Referrals?
So build
Past clients
and current clients always plant your referral seeds throughout the transaction.
Explain that.
So referral seeds are basically, don't wait till the transaction's done. Don't wait till you've already closed the transaction because you're probably gonna forget. As long as the service that you're bringing, including Ritz-Carlton quality, Four Seasons quality, Disney quality, is great from the client from the first minute that touch of that first client all the way till the end, there's no reason why you do not deserve a referral.
Yeah.
Right? And to understand that not only the quality, the confidence, the tools, and knowledge that you're giving them, you have, love is reciprocal. So if they're getting someone from you value, their value proposition is great, you shouldn't be afraid of asking for a referral, even in that first consultation. And I tell the agents like that.
I think that as agents, we need to understand that during a transaction, that's when a buyer or a seller is going to be talking about real estate the most. And they're going to hear of other people. Oh, you're buying a home? Yeah, we're thinking about buying a home too.
Yeah.
So you tell them at the beginning of the transaction, like, hey, if you hear of anyone looking to buy or sell real estate, let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anybody that you know is there. Don't be a secret agent. Just always, I think you said shamelessly
self-promote.
There you go, yourself, because you've worked hard for your license. You've worked hard for the education you have. And it doesn't matter if you just started a month ago or you've been in this for 10 years, like literally the biggest form compliment is going to be that referral. And the statistics says that 50% of your clients should be giving you referrals.
Yeah.
So if your number's not there, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong, okay? So don't be one that just does a transaction, forgets about that client, and never talks to them again, because you'll know when you're on Facebook and you see them bought another house and it wasn't with you.
Yeah. So one of my mottos is surprise and delight. I want to surprise and delight people.
Yeah.
I want them to be like, wow, this guy's different,
Yeah.
So how do you, and that allows us to get more referrals when we surprise and delight. And I want to add one other thing, and then I'm going to ask you how you surprise and delight people.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to add is we need to teach these people in the beginning of the transaction how to give us a referral, because how many times have you heard, I gave someone your number, did you hear from him? No.
Yeah.
So what you should do in my world is, I always say to people, by the way, during the transaction, you're probably going to hear of other people that are looking to buy or sell real estate. As I serve you at the highest level and you are extremely happy with my services, just give me a call. let me know your friends that are looking to buy or sell real estate. I'll call them directly, and I will treat them like gold.
Yeah.
So we teach them how to give us referrals, because I think agents lose a lot of business. Because
Absolutely.
So how do you surprise and delight? What is your secret to success and your key to success in service?
I literally just go and I try to listen to what the needs are. I try to listen to what's important to them, and really, really take note of it. And, just surprise them with whatever they are looking for and exceed what they're looking for. I had a client just recently that, the builder did not give him the appliances, and he was super bummed out, and I said, we talked about that, and he's like, man, that's super bummed out. I'm going to rent this property. I need, something, and a fully, refrigerator, washer and dryer they did not give me. So, I just said, you know what, I'll take care of it. And he was like, what? Yeah, I'll take care of it. No problems. I'll take care of it. He's doing multiple transactions with me. And I really concierge service the whole thing. Actually, last Saturday, I was there just coordinating a delivery of a refrigerator, stainless steel Whirlpool refrigerator, and a Maytag washer and dryer. And I took a picture of them. I sent it to him because he had no clue that it was that day or whatever. And I said, here it is. And your new tenant just moved in. And here are the brand new appliances, just like I promised. And he was like, wow, I really didn't think you were actually going to do it. And I said, yeah, of course. I told you I was going to do it.
Wow.
And I did it. You know what I mean? And I drove all the way about an hour and 20 minutes away from where I'm at, really, because the house was far away. And to the tenant that we got to him, I brought her a real nice. You talked about cupcakes in your previous episodes. I brought him the crumble cookies. I don't know if you have crumble cookies in Austin.
No,
you gotta have them before you leave.
Can we get some of those ordered right now, please, Lele?
Some crumble cookies.
Crumble cookies.
I just bought her the 4-pack, which is just gourmet cookies. $15 for 4 cookies. I don't know. It just the presentation was beautiful, and that tenant didn't expect it. And she right off the bat again, wow! I got her to the table and got her to rent this place. Along with a great agent of ours, and basically, she was ready to pretty much tell me, hey, listen, I might want to buy this place after it's done. Can you help me? And I said, of course, absolutely, absolutely. So above and beyond, think above everything. This is what I say. That $4.95 coffee that, hey, you're about to do some showings and you say, hey, let's stop for some coffee. I've seen agents like just kind of look away and wait for the client to pay their own coffee, and they pay their own coffee. That's the worst thing ever.
Do not let your client pay for a coffee or their lunch.
Absolutely. That $4.95 or that $15 lunch goes a long way. They're not expecting that. Some people don't know. They might not need it, but it's just that service level, etc.
If someone is getting started in real estate, what can you teach them that could accelerate their career rapidly?
So all of our new agents, and I'm actually coaching a few of them as we speak right now, we've always said that talent comes anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Talent
is never enough.
It's never enough. What's important is the attitude. You have to have a great attitude. So
you do.
I tell them from the beginning, hey, listen, if you have a great attitude and you're positive and you're ready to work, we can help you. If your attitude's bad, if you're not ready to work, you want things easy, then this is not the place for you. And I can't do much for you. You can try to do this on your own, but this is not. So as long as you have a great attitude, that's the first step. Number 2, your willingness and ableness to really work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was talking to one of the new agents today, and I said, we're required to be here at least 3 times a week making calls, but that's going to give you pretty okay results, but you should do more. Yeah. And he's like, I'll be here every day. Yeah. That's what we want. Let's go. Yeah. I got 21,000 leads. Let's go. 21,000 leads in my database right now. Wow. So I said, we need to work.
If you need to work, come and talk to Mr. Jeremy Gomez. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog.
What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Dior.
Dior?
I like the brand. Dior. It was, it was.
What kind of dog?
It's a golden doodle.
No, that's right. We have a golden doodle too. Mine's Cody. How old is your golden doodle?
She was born in August, so we got her when she was 2 months old, and it was placed upon me with the puppy dog clothes at the pet shop, because I didn't want a dog. It's a responsibility. You know how much we work, and they They made me do it.
Who's your favorite band ever in the world, the galaxy, and the planet?
Oh my God, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Best band. I mean, I'm into. I grew up in like that alternative rock. Times. Late
Nirvana,
like mid 90s, early 2000s. So that's post grunge like Nirvana and
What's your
Linkin
favorite
Park.
Nirvana song?
Favorite Nirvana song? It's a tough one because I do like Lithium.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lithium's good. Lithium's good. Smell Like Teen Spirit, of course, a classic.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? That I think where everybody really understood what alternative was. So that was my band, alternative rock, and you're looking for the song, aren't you?
I'm not being rude at all.
No, he's looking for the song. Let's see. Let's take it down.
And you were in a band.
I was in a band. Yeah.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
Holly.
Oh, Polly on a cracker.
You gotta check it out. Kurt Cobain.
Think I should get off her first.
I remember the song. Playing this song in my 1991 Honda Civic.
1991 Honda Civic.
My first car.
Mine was red.
Blue.
Is it me? Haven't seen. Let me clip dirty wings. Let me take a ride. Cut yourself.
All right. Musical interlude.
So,
You're a Christian.
yes.
How do you believe your belief in God and Christ has influenced and impacted your life and your world?
It's the number one thing. I mean, obviously,
Is it?
yeah, it is.
Wow.
I grew up in a Christian household. Yes,
Me too.
absolutely.
Brothers in Christ.
That's
Like
it.
that. If you're not, we don't care. It's fine. Don't turn off the podcast because of that. It's something that
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, grew up in a Christian family, grew up in the church world.
So you had it
Yeah.
from an early age.
Early age.
I did not.
Yeah. So my parents, they got saved early, before I was born. So I was born into it, which was, a great experience because obviously, quiet household, professionals in Peru, then immigrated to the
Peru.
other states. Yeah, Peru, Lima,
That's where you're
Peru.
from?
Yeah, Peru, yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, really? Lima, Peru. Got here when I was 7 years old, 1989.
Peru, Cuba.
Peru and Cuba.
Who makes better food, Peruvians or Cubans? Peruvians?
Peru, yes.
What's the most famous Peruvian dish that I'm going to have when we go down there?
Oh, well, the thing is that with Peru it goes across everything. You have seafood, you have criollo, which is like your rice and proteins. You have a little bit of fusion Italian, a fusion of Asian. So it's a lot of everything. Arroz chaufa, pollo la brasa, everything. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So grew up Christian household, grew up into church, learned to play instruments at an early age. Peruvian musical instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was it's like a flute, but wooden flute.
Yeah.
And then like the pipes that are wooden,
Yeah.
Sampoña, Kena. It's great. You can Google it or put it up here on the screen. Lily will put it up on the screen.
How do you set your goals?
Set my goals. I gotta set them high because it's funny because as we were backstage here, one of the agents goes, "This guy has as much energy as Jeremy does." I think at another level. So I was like, "Yeah," because I'm always running around and I have big goals and I can never sit still because it's theirs.
Is your number one big goal?
Impact as many lives as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
including obviously my families, But
How do you do that?
I think it comes with just having the quality of serving and giving.
Yeah.
Giving without expecting anything in return. I think it's great. And things that are priceless.
I just want to say, I went through a lot of my life, approximately 50 years.
Approximately.
49 and a half. I've recently had a shift. I always gave, but I always wanted something in return. I was always trying to glorify who I was, because I did not feel worthy, even though I was number one in the world and all these things, it never made me happy. And, I've had a shift lately where I'm not looking to glorify Chad anymore.
Yeah.
I'm looking to glorify God and serve others without any expectation. That's why I had to, hit my heart there, because you hit a heartstring there for me. Give without any expectation of anything in return. And I was reading another scripture the other day. I used to be like, hey, I'm going to give a $1 bill to this homeless person. Look it, I'm giving a $1 bill to a homeless person.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. And in the scripture, I can't remember, I think it was Matthew 5:6 or something, it says, do not allow the left hand to see what the right hand is doing. And when you're giving, do it in secret.
Yeah.
And the Lord will see your... So anyways, I don't want to get too scripturized here, but give without any expectation of anything in return. And it will come back to you. So many people... They'll say like, well, I went and showed this person a home and, they never called me back.
Yeah.
Just give, you know. Go show homes, go do open houses, go lead generate, and do not expect anything. And when you get it, be glad.
Yeah.
No,
it's, we've been blessed. I mean, we've been in this business 17 years. We just talked about it. And the knowledge and the tools and the things that I wish I would have had in the beginning of this business, for me, it's gold. It took me a lot of hard work to get there. So for me to be able to give that information and give that knowledge to, new people, new agents in this industry, it's gold to me. Yeah. And regardless if they're with us for 3 months, 3 years, we
gold
have agents,
and the golden hour, and the gold app coming soon.
Regardless if they're with us for 3 months, 3 years, and we have agents that are with us for 12, 13, 14 years. I always tell them, I say, no matter what your time is here, I hope that you take what you learned and take it to your next endeavor. And I think that's great. It's no use being bitter. There's no use being, angry that I spent all this time with this person and didn't do anything. It's like, it's all right. That's my calling.
Yeah.
That's my calling.
What would you say is your biggest accomplishment in life?
Biggest accomplishment?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I have a lot. 20 years of marriage, that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
And especially
for Gia.
Yeah, especially for Gia. But 20 years of marriage, takes...
Meaning, she's put up with your,
Oh, she puts up with a lot, believe me. And I think some battles she's already said, okay, I give up, but I pick my battle.
How do you do it? I mean, do you guys go to counseling? Sorry if I'm getting personal. Do you go to, retreats? Do you have date night? Do you, what's this key to success? I'm asking for myself.
Yeah, very.
Because I have 2 failed marriages.
No,
in case you're wondering.
It's all good. It's a big accomplishment because I think not only is marriage, because marriage is a big thing, but I've been fortunate enough to be able to work with my wife, which is amazing. Not a lot of people can do that. People tell us like, you see your wife like 24/7, like every day.
How awesome!
So I say, yeah. I mean, you gotta wear your hats correctly. You gotta know when you step into the business, your business partners. When you're step back home, then you're husband and wife. But end of day, it's a very fortunate and blessing to be able to work with your spouse and have the same goals.
Oh God! And to see the two of you work together. And the energy that you have between you is really beautiful.
I think we are partners first, then parents. The kids are borrowed, man. The kids are borrowed. It's on here, Nelly. There you go. So hot in here. I love it. So hot and hot in here.
Gia, bring it in. Okay.
Backstage.
Get down on it. Come on, and thank you, Gia, for bringing the R rating to this particular podcast.
It's gonna have the E. It's gonna have the E in the cover.
Okay.
For explicit. But yeah, that's my biggest accomplishment.
How do you stay healthy?
You have to.
What specifically? Do you exercise?
Yes, I do. So there was a big period of time that, we.
Have you ever been bigger?
I was not too big. I'm about 165 right now.
Yeah.
I think the heaviest I got was 185.
Yeah.
It didn't feel great.
Yeah.
That was probably 22 to 24, 25, something like that. As soon as I got into real estate, actually, that's when I had a big shift because I said, I have to look good, I have to dress good, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, staying healthy is very important. And I say that to everybody that's listening because it's very important to put your health in place. So we don't drink soda at home. We drink a lot of vitamins.
Yeah.
My parents taught me that, but then my wife was on board and she told me that too, and so I said, okay, I guess I gotta do it. But you know what, it's good. Vitamins are good. Stay healthy. Exercise. Daily exercise is very, very important.
What do you do for exercise?
I do weights. I do weight training and I do cardio. And we just learned. I mean, when we wake up and we say that, oh, this thing hurts, you have a deficiency of some sort of vitamin. You have a deficiency of some sort of something. And we learned through the 10X systems with Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm telling you, we're seeing the results of differently. And then you should always, at least a couple times a week, walk barefoot on grass. It releases some magnetic force or something. But ever since we started doing that, I mean, it's been...
They put an emphasis on that one. I like that. Maybe hug a tree, too.
Hug a tree, yeah, you should.
Put your hands on a tree. Someone told me that recently.
Yeah.
They're like, every day I hug a tree, and I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, connect with the earth,
But health is very important. So exercise, weight training, eat right. As long as you eat right 80% of the time, you should be good. 80%.
Besides Gia, who is your best friend?
Wow. She is my mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Marcella.
Where does she live?
She lives here.
She does?
Yeah, she lives here in
Can I meet her sometime?
You can.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is she proud of you?
Yeah. We've I'm the youngest.
You are, me too.
Oh yeah,
I'm the baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby of the house.
I have older brother Todd,
Yeah.
same mom, same dad. Older brothers Dan and Tony, different dad, same mom, and then I have two stepbrothers. And I'm the baby.
So we've she's technically, I think she's out of all the grandkids, she's raised all my two kids.
Wow.
Since they were small,
Is your father?
No, he passed away in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how old was he?
80.
Sorry.
No, it's 82.
82.
82.
Yeah.
82. I just
What
turned
was he like?
Oh, he was amazing. I mean, he taught me all the discipline and everything that I know now.
Yeah.
Work ethics.
What does your discipline look like? How would you give an example of your discipline to another human being?
I'm pretty obsessive, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what brings, I think, my discipline. I think when I know something's got to get done, it could be, the wee hours of the night until it doesn't get done and I'm falling asleep on my laptop. That is when, that's the discipline.
Yeah.
It's not when you're tired, it's when it's done. And a lot of people understand that.
Are a lot of Peruvian people like that? Do they have that?
I think it runs. I mean, there's obviously different classes in every single culture, but that's where I learned it from. My dad was a top accountant for one of the biggest furniture chains in Peru for a very long time, and had the houses on the beach, had everything, and went to do from that to leave the country because of terrorism and for a better life for my brothers and myself, my family.
So here's an important question, because I'm going to be bringing my business here too. Who cuts your hair?
Who cuts my hair? It is Touch of Color.
Touch of Color. Okay, shout out Hector.
Absolutely. Cheers to Hector. Every other week. So.
What do you pay for a haircut with Hector?
I don't even remember. Is it 35? Like $30? $35? I know it's $37.10. That's
okay. Here's a good one for you.
Okay.
What is the most significant musical experience you've ever had?
The significant musical experience.
Yeah, like for me, I went and saw the Grateful Dead when I was 15, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
Something like, did you see a concert that blew you away, or did you play in a band that,
Yeah, I think the biggest one was we played at it was like a local night, I guess you could say.
Where? Here in Orlando?
House of Blues.
House of Blues. No way.
So to see like the sound system and that big stage and the lights, it was insane.
Yeah.
And I remember because we only got to play. It was a showcase of all the local bands. And
what was your band called?
Sapphire with an X. Sapphire. Xafire. Sapphire.
That sounds a little bit like a porn station. I'm sorry. Sorry.
But with an X.
I am not interested in pornography, by the way. Just,
So, But I remember it. We had a 3-song set, and they took us to the back of. They told us, because you're going to be performing, you got to come through the back.
Yeah.
And that night, so we were. I don't know. We were set from 7 to 7:15 to play 3 songs. And I remember that night it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
Pouring rain. So we went through the back. There was no choice but to walk in the pouring rain.
Yes.
I remember going on stage completely drenched.
Yes.
I think they gave us a towel to dry ourselves off, but it was this thing we weren't in we hadn't seen anything.
Yeah.
And we just went to the backstage, got on in front of 700 people.
Yeah.
Drenched, and we still rocked it out.
That reminds me of someone that was real legendary and played the Super Bowl, Prince.
Oh yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
he did Purple Rain and it was raining.
Yeah.
And that's what makes people legendary is they go into circumstances that other people would be like, no.
Yeah.
And they are who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was great. That was one of my best musical experiences. It's a House of Blues.
What would you say is the most significant thing that you've lost in your life?
Lost?
Yeah.
My father.
Yeah. What was his name?
Fausto.
Fausto. What did he do?
Well,
for a living, how did he?
In Peru, he was an accountant, top accountant. Here, he built his own cleaning company for a very long time. Then got into a cell phone business with us, and then retired.
Wow.
Retired, yeah.
What did he pass away from?
COVID. Yeah. 23 days. But forever remembered.
Wow. What does your daily regimen look like?
Wake up, beat the sun up.
Wake up, beat the sun up.
So beat it before it goes up.
Yeah.
Beat it before it goes up. So beat the sun up, get the exercise in. I'm answering emails and text messages and stuff like that. You'd be surprised if you get a text message from me at 5 in the morning, 5:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead asleep.
I called an agent the other day at 6:28 a.m. and they were like, "Why are you calling me at this hour?"
Is it the sun?
And I said,
and if it was,
what? I didn't think you would answer, first of all.
Yeah.
But
I'm awake.
The attitude, the attitude of people.
Yeah. No. It's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm answering emails.
Daily regimen.
Yeah, answering emails, answering text messages before anybody's even doing that. The first thing I do actually before I do that, I say my prayer in the morning, still in bed or as I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and read my Bible verse from the Bible app.
Yeah.
It's the Bible verse. And
do you have a favorite Bible verse?
My favorite Bible verse, Philippians 4:13.
What is it?
In Spanish. I know it in Spanish and English.
Say it in Spanish.
Oh my God, now I forgot in Spanish too.
Oh, putting him on
Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. Yeah, sorry. I put me on the spot. They were doing this on TikTok the other day, and people froze because they knew a Bible verse. They were giving $1,000 if you just recite a Bible verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, sorry about that.
My favorite is the salt and the light from the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah.
When Jesus said, "Shine your light on others,"
Yeah.
And I think you shine your light on other people, and I think that's amazing. I've got 2 questions left.
Let's go.
What is the most significant advancement you've made in your life in the past 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah.
I took my team from 6 people to about 25.
Yeah.
In literally 30 days, because we were moving into this beautiful building, which you're part of here, as you've seen, and it was a big change for us.
Yeah.
Learned a lot, did everything. We have a team now of about 12.
Yeah.
And the people that have moved on to other things, we've taught them a lot, and I think we learned some valuable lessons. And the advancement for that was it allowed me to now really, really get into that mentoring.
Yeah.
I was mentoring, but now it's like really, really hands-on.
Yeah.
And I think for us, it's been one of the biggest advances we've had, and biggest growths really putting into play what we've been doing for the last 17 years.
Wow.
Last
question.
Yes.
What can I do to help you?
What can you do?
Yeah.
I think the power of collaboration is great. The knowledge. I mean, we all have our paths and our journeys, And just even sitting with you even before backstage and talking to you, and you were coaching one of the agents as I was here too, and I think just bring more knowledge to my life.
Yeah.
Bring more knowledge to my life. You got, what is it, 9 more years ahead of me? So
Yeah.
whatever those 9 years have brought, I think will be great. That's really, really it.
Yeah.
You know? And help us expand to Texas too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna come here and start expanding my business here. So
Yeah.
we'll collaborate. We'll talk about how to do that.
Absolutely.
Any parting words for our friends on the Golden Hour live from? Well, not live. I keep saying live. We're not live.
We are here.
We're kind of live.
Person.
Parting words of wisdom. One thing for these people that they can take away from this podcast that will change, hopefully, their life in some small way.
Yeah, absolutely. We always want to bring as much knowledge and tools and nuggets to everybody's life, and this is just another stage for me to go. So parting ways is live your life 200%. That is our motto here. Don't do things just at what your capacity is. Double the drive, double the capacity, double your efforts, and there's no way that you're not going to be successful. And anything that you can do it if you put your mind to it, and I'm here for you.
Nope, not that one either.
We got this is the parting song.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes. Everlast. Let's go.
I am still living with your
Live, not live, whatever. From
go.
Orlando, the G World Studios, the 200% podcast. Go follow him. Listen to him. He's brilliant. He's my friend. I'm thankful for you, brother. And this is the Golden Hour with Chad Goldwasser. And we love you from Orlando. Go have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below. Invite your friends. Bring the people. Watch out for the Gold app. Bye.